Hello, all my space bunnies. It's time for another episode of Let's Play Star Trek Online. And so, from the last couple of episodes, we learned that now that our leveling up has been slowing down, which thank goodness I am happy about, it means we do have to do other things to be able to play the next storyline mission. On the one hand, I like the fact that it has finally slowed down, and we have to do other things to get there. On the other hand, the way that things used to be before they changed over to free-to-play was that the storyline missions were not as, I don't know how to put it, were not as capped as they are now. Once you reached a certain grade level, all of the storyline missions were opened up to you, and then you could play any of them, and you could even play them out of order, because there was an order, but you didn't have to play it in that order. And I guess that's what I'm complaining about, is that lack of freedom that's kind of been taken away. You have to play them absolutely in order. You have to wait until you reach a certain grade, and it seems like each storyline mission is the next grade above the previous one. So that is unfortunate, and that's not the way it used to be. It used to be different, and you had more freedom in the storyline missions and all that. So that is what I'm complaining about. If you hear me complain a lot about the order of the missions and so forth, that's what I'm complaining about. It's hard to put into words unless you were here before free-to-play came out for Star Trek Online. Before that came out, the whole way that storyline missions were done was different and better, in my opinion. But now it is what it is. And so, therefore, that's just how it is. But I like the fact that finally things have slowed down a little bit, and we have to do other things to get to the next storyline mission. That's a good thing. Again, one of the things, though, we used to be able to do before that you can't do now, so organized, were patrols. And I don't like the fact that they've taken away the organization of patrols. The Explorer systems are still there, and as I showed you in the last episode, those are really easy to do, and you can do those. But the patrols, they've completely disassembled, and there's no organization to the patrols at all. There used to be an actual mission that would say go to this solar system, and then this system, and then this system, and then this system, like 3 or 4 systems. And then you go do them as a package, and then you turn the whole thing in, and you get a total amount of skill points for that whole package, kind of like the Explore missions. And they've taken that away from the game, and I don't understand why. Because all they've done is removed content. And the one thing lacking in this game is content, so I don't understand why they removed the organization of patrols. Patrols are technically still there. You just have to separately go to each system and run them, and people are going to look over that, and they're not going to go do them, and they're going to see no need in doing them. And the fact that they're not very organized, there's just no need to do them. You're going to do the stuff that is organized that you find here in your available missions list, like the Explore systems and stuff. That's organized. Patrols are not, and I don't understand it, but that's the way it is. So that's another thing I don't like, but at least finally we're at a point where we do have to do other stuff. And so from the last episode, there are several things I have done. I did do another Explore mission where I explored 3 systems, and I did that off camera after the last episode so we could get enough skill points to play today's episode. And on top of that, what I'm going to do is when I do them, I'm going to add the Explore Strange New Worlds to it, which gives us, as I said, 1,440 dilithium when we do those Explore missions. So you're getting both skill points and dilithium at the same time. And now I'm up to, you can see the dilithium I'm up to now. So it's beneficial to do that, to go ahead and add that with your Explore missions, and then you get both skill points and dilithium at the same time, so it's a win-win. Also, one thing I have done is this was this Friday the 13th, which is now past as of this recording. Cryptic had a special Friday the 13th mission for one day, and it was just on that day, and it was called Hearts and Minds, and it was basically a mini mission. It took literally 5 minutes to play, but you get skill points, and you got 2 unique items. One of the items is this Lirpa, a Vulcan Lirpa, and it has stats that I've never seen before on any weapon, called Psi and STN, and I have never seen those stats before. It's something new, and if we look on the info, the Lirpa is embossed with psionically resonant tracery that focuses aggression to disorient and injure foes by using psychic energy. So this is something new Cryptic has added to the game, are these psychic stats to weapons. We've never seen that before. So that's pretty unique, and going off of what I saw in the mini mission, it looks like you're going to be, or Cryptic is going to be dealing with or adding in some kind of fashion clones to the storyline, psionic stuff, as we see with this Lirpa here, which kind of reminds me a little bit of Star Wars, I have to be honest. We with the clones and kind of the Jedi mind powers and all that stuff. And this mini mission kind of dealt with a scientist who was trying to clone himself and then give himself psionic powers and stuff like that, so he could do psychic stuff with his clones. It was kind of strange. So I don't know where Cryptic is going with that storyline, but that may be something that they're building for the future that we're going to see more of, which is pretty exciting, something new, so it keeps the game interesting. But this mini mission just gave us a Lirpa, which, because I'm Commander, is Mark 6, so it will be useless to me by the time I'm Rear Admiral or Vice Admiral, but whatever. And it also gave a unique DOF. We got this DOF here, Dr. Cyback. His is a clone, and it's a rare DOF, and it's got some pretty good traits on it. So we got a DOF and a Lirpa. So the DOF will be useful to us. The Lirpa is going to not be, because we're going to soon outrank it. But unless that mission comes back up, I won't be able to get another one. But anyway, that was interesting. So I went ahead and did that. And one other thing I did is I went ahead and replayed Night of the Comet, just to get some more skill points and to go ahead and get the Mark 6 level Type 3 phaser, because I like using this phaser a lot. I figured might as well get the Mark 6 level. I'm going to be, even though I'm going to be captain soon, the Mark 6 is still better than the Mark 4 I was using before, and will last me a little bit longer. Excuse me. So now it's time for the next mission. And let's see, we did Project Nightingale last, and now it is time for By Any Means. It says, find and destroy a Borg sphere before the Romulans can steal its technology. Before the USS Noble went missing, it and top secret research team were assigned to find and investigate a Borg sphere that we had picked up on long-range sensors. It was Starfleet Command's intention to secure the sphere and its technology before the Romulans could do so. We failed. The Romulans captured the sphere and our team. You saved the Noble and her crew, and now we need to find the sphere. Our most recent intel puts the sphere in the Pallades system. Find it and keep it out of Romulan hands. Recover any survivors from the research team and data that you can, but you must scuttle the Borg vessel. The Romulans are looking at anything they can use to rebuild their military might. They won't shy away from using Borg technology. So go to the Pallades system, which is in the Vendor sector of the Alpha Centauri sector block, and find the Borg sphere. And we are going to get a shield for our ship, which we're not going to use because we're still using the Jem'Hadar stuff. But if you weren't using the Jem'Hadar stuff, these are very good rare shields. You can get a regenerative, a resilient, a regular shield array, or a covariant, and these have really good stats on them. So if you are flying a cruiser like we're doing now, you would want to go for the covariant shield, Mark 6, cap ×2, and that's an awesome shield. If you are flying like an escort, then you could go with a regenerative shield array or a resilient shield array. And a science vessel, kind of in between, you could go with the regular shield array. And these are all very good stats. So these are really good shields on this rewards for this one. But again, we're using the Jem'Hadar set, so we don't need to use these shields. I'll just sell it. Alright, so by any means, accept, exit, close, beam up. Also, along the way, while I was doing those missions previously, those explore missions and the other things I did, I also added DOF missions and did some DOF missions along the way. So, and those I've already turned in. But that's something I'm going to keep doing as we play each episode, because we can definitely benefit from those skill points the DOF missions add. And the one I'm going to concentrate on is just diplomatic at this time, nothing else. So here's a rare Diplo one. I'll add it, get it going. I'll do the others. And I'm doing this really quickly. Basically what I'm looking at when I do this is I'm looking to see what success or critical success traits are available, and like between these three, this one's white, this one's got nothing, this one has 1 security officer ground, this one also has the same and it's purple. I'm gonna go ahead and add it. And then between these two, obviously this one, and then between these three, this one's got see, this one's got 2, so I'm gonna add it. And then this one here, and that's the best I can do on that. So I'm basically kind of eyeballing that really fast, because I can kind of look at it and just see what I want to add. And that works. So we got to go to the Vendor system, or excuse me, the Pilatus system, which is in the Vendor sector. So that's way over here, far, far away from where we are. So doing those missions that I did previously, or those little side things, brought me from Commander 26 to Commander 27 and left me right here. So I'm almost, close to Commander 28. So finishing by any means will definitely take us to Commander 28, which we have to be, to do the next mission after this one, which will be Ground Zero. So. So we'll have enough skill points after doing this mission to do that. But then after that mission, I may have to do some other stuff before we can do the next mission after that, Ghost Ship. So that's how I'll do it. I'll just, see where we end up after each mission and just do some side stuff off camera until I get to the next rank, or not rank, but the next grade, so I'm able to do the next mission. So, the way that this is right now, we definitely have to be captain to, do friend of my enemy, and then, so we'll be captain fairly shortly here, not too long from now. And captain all the way through these missions. And we'll be right at the end of captain when we finish the Romulan stuff. Almost ready to go into Rear Admiral. And it looks like we can still be captain all the way through suspect. And then once we get to war games, we have to be a Rear Admiral lower half. So that's a little bit more accelerated than it was in the past. In the past, you were pretty much a captain, and when you were captain, you were starting the Cardassian stuff. And when you were commander, you were finishing the Romulan stuff. So just a little more ahead, but that's how it goes. So I do like doing a lot of side things, and like I said, this Let's Play series pretty much focuses on the main storylines. The whole point of this series is I really pretty much wanted to show everybody the main storyline missions that Stowe offers and how awesome they are. But there is a ton more stuff to do. This is not the only thing. You know, you've got those explore missions, you do have those patrols if you can find them. You do have, you know, the DOF system. You do have fleet actions. I haven't even shown you anything about fleet actions and that kind of stuff. You do have PvP. So, you know, there's a ton more stuff to do. But this Let's Play series is pretty much focused on this main storyline missions. Now, when I get to the end of all this and I'm finished, it is possible I may show some more stuff. But the whole point of this is I just wanted to show you guys the storyline of Star Trek Online and how it relates, I guess, to what you've seen in the TV series and how awesome it is expanding on the Star Trek universe, because it is really cool. It's as a game goes, this game expands and brings us into a whole new world of Star Trek that we never had before, and it does relate directly to the TV series. It's all canon, and that's what I love about it. Alright, so it says, Captain, we have the Borg sphere on sensors. There are multiple Romulan patrols. We need to deal with them before we can scuttle the sphere. Engage Romulan patrols. No problemo. That is what I am good at. Ooh, that was a pretty big battle. But I win. I forgot to mention I did something else too off screen. I went ahead and replaced our retrofit phasers with real Mark 6 phasers. And I just got green ones with accuracy or whatever, and they're Mark 6, but this way I just wanted the most powerful phasers I could have to balance it all out for right now, for the most damage. Just because I was kind of tired of the retrofit phasers. I just bought those off the exchange, basically. They weren't that expensive. Okay, there's the Borg sphere we need to scan. And it doesn't look like a sphere, but anyway. Scan it. Scuttle the sphere, so I'll blow it up. If we can't have it, no one can. Ha ha ha. Captain, our top priority now should be to find any survivors or data from the Federation team. There's a Romulan communication satellites in this area. If we program it to transmit an emergency signal, the Romulans will send a ship here to investigate. So let's go toward the satellites. Activate it. We have successfully modified. Wait for the Romulan patrol vessel. So now we have to wait for the Romulan ship. Monitor the ship. So don't attack it. Just sit here and see what it does. It's going to fly away. And the probe is away, and we are receiving a signal. The Romulan ship has gone to warp. It's headed for the Hadrian system. Course is locked. Are you ready to proceed? Yep. Now we have to go to a different system. So let's go to the Hadrian solar system, which is up here. Just right over there. Enter Hadrian system. You know what? That might have been the wrong one. I think I should have done continue by any means instead of that, but you know what? It worked anyway. So anyway, let's just go on. Captain, I'm picking up Romulan transmissions. So we got to destroy the turrets. We have to destroy the lab defenses first, and then we're going to beam down, I bet. So that's a Romulan base.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
Got out of range. There's two more over there. Go. Now we gotta beam down to this facility. I can just smash it from here, bomb it from here, really. But no, we're gonna beam down. Access Romulan computers. Awesome. Alright, disable defensive systems. Search the Romulan headquarters. Go in here. Nice. Search the Romulan databank. I'm downloading the Romulan computer banks. Captain, this is astounding. The Romulans are using technology recovered from the Sphere and other Borg ships to outfit experimental warships. Ooh, not good. Romulans using Borg technology. We've accessed their research records. That information only the highest ranking officers know. Find the location of the Romulan shipyard. Accolade complete. Borgification. Return to your ship. Alright, engage the Romulan patrol protecting the headquarters, which is the next little place to go to, which is right over here. Away we go. Boom. When I get to Captain, I'm definitely going to replay the missions to get the Mark 8 level Jim Hadar ship stuff and ground stuff. Because at that point we'll be like 4 ranks behind on Mark level. 4 marks behind. So it'll be that time to upgrade them. Alright, now we have to beam down to the Romulan headquarters, which we are directly over at this moment. Beam down. And we gotta fight our way through another Romulan base. It's a window outside of where we are. It's pretty cool. They stand absolutely no chance at all against me. I'm on fire. Alright. Talk to the Romulan commander. Very well. I'll tell you what you want to know, but it won't be enough to save your precious Federation. Where are the Federation researchers? They were never here. After we captured them from conducting illegal research, they were charged with espionage. Normally a charge is an automatic death sentence, but my Empress is merciful. She saw that they were men and women of science and could be of some use to us, so they were sent to another research facility. They were on Sereni Prime. What are you doing with the Borg technology? Rebuilding an empire. The Borg technology is ideal for our purposes. We saw what one ship did to an entire fleet after the destruction of our homeworld. Nero showed us the way. And if one ship captained by a miner could destroy entire fleets with ease, just imagine what will happen when an entire armada of these vessels cross into Federation space. Finally, my people will be avenged. The Romulans really got it in for us, don't they? I don't know why. Armada, where are these ships? Sharian Station. If you go to Sharian, Commander, you go to your doom. Just as the great Vulcan swordsmith Sharian forged blades of terrible power before this sundering, so now are the swords of Sharian Station, the most powerful in the galaxy. I kind of like this here. If you go to Sharian, you go to your doom. It sounds like Babylon 5. If you go to Zaha-Doom, you will die. What are you willing to answer? Why are you willing to answer our questions? You have won in fair combat. But know this, Commander, you will not survive this day. I advise you to make your peace with death. And the Commander escapes. And we beam back up. So there's a little bit of information for you what the Romulans are up to. That's what we're dealing with. The Romulans are hailing us. Shall I put it on screen? You have trespassed into Romulan space. We will display the broken remnants of your ship as a trophy. I think not. I win. So much for that trophy, huh? Maybe I'll display a trophy of your ship on my wall. Depart system. And that is by any means. We will hail Starfleet. It's here if you want to read that. So we're going to be fighting the Romulans and their greed of getting Borg technology. Alright, so I'm just going to take any shield right now. I'll just sell it because I really
Congratulations, Commander.
Accolade, hand in the cookie jar, and I am now Commander 28. So that brought us right up to where we need to be to play the next mission, Ground Zero. Of course, we'll do that in the next episode. Let's look at skill points. Not really sure where I want to put them right now. I don't really, the skill improves your starship defense value, the higher defense. Possibly I can put it there. Electroplasma. I like this power because I'm going to be, with cruisers, I'm going to be like all beams, like a ton of beams, and being able to transfer power faster really will help a lot. I don't know yet. I'm going to think about it. I'm not going to put, no, definitely not that stuff. Generators and threat control I didn't think I wanted. So I'm probably going to end up putting stuff into electroplasma systems and maybe starship maneuvers. But I'll think about it and see. Alright, so that's by any means, and next time we'll do Ground Zero, so see you all then.